Welcome back, everybody. Professional wrestler, comic book collector, video game enthusiast, Zach the Ripper Comics here, and it is New Comic Book Wednesday. By the time you see this video, it'll probably be technically Thursday, but that's okay, because New Comic Book Day lasts all week long, and there are a ton of books this week, so I will get into it again. As always, these are in no particular order whatsoever, and before we show off the first book, I just want to thank everybody for finding the channel on YouTube over the past week, for everybody hitting up patreon.com/ZachTheRipperComics, for supporting the channel, for hitting up the Teespring store of Zach the Ripper Comics for all of your cool merchandise. As you can see in these pictures, people are getting mugs, t-shirts, tank tops, and the ever popular leggings. If you'd like my face on your mug, on your chest, on your legs, on your ass, in your crotch, then please go to teesprings.com and peruse the vast options that we have on there. Without further ado, let's get into this week's comic book pickups. And we are going to start with Marvel Comics, and this is a book that I am not reading. I could care less about. It was bought strictly as a cover purchase because it features the awesome Alien vs. Marvel cover crossover variant set. And this is Iron Fist Heart of the Dragon #1, the Alien vs. variant. Honestly, I think the art kind of blows on this. I don't think there's really anything of substance happening here. But you do have the alien. Those xenomorphs are always pretty cool. Really crappy art, but it's an alien crossover variant, so of course I was going to pick that up. Next one from Marvel Comics, obviously Donny Cates. I've went on and on about him. You're seeing the King in Black. You're seeing Null just completely cover the Marvel Universe, as I predicted a few months ago at the end of the summer when we started this whole channel. Go back in the archives on the channel and feel free to find it and check out those videos where I said that Null was going to be the hottest thing. Eventually you will see him make his way into the animated series, make his way into the Marvel Universe, the cinematic universe, and this is King in Black #3, featuring Thor, the God of Thunder, on the cover, going one-on-one with Null. At first glance, it's a pretty sweet cover, but you know what? Again, I feel like, just like the Iron Fist cover, that it just falls short as far as the art. Some great color work, but I just don't like Thor's face or Null's Baraka looking face. Next up, from DC's Future State, it's Superman Worlds of War #1 with an awesome variant cover, cover B, I believe. I believe there was only 2 covers for this. Love this Alex Ross-esque Immortal Hulk looking version of Superman. Sorry about that glare. As you can see, there's about 322 writers and artists, so it's probably a compilation book, unfortunately. However, I'm interested in reading this. It is an oversized. You are getting, can't really tell from that angle, you are getting a lot of book for your money, which I'm glad to see. Continuing with DC's Future State, it's Wonder Woman #1. This is, again, the rebranding of Wonder Woman. I, for one, cannot stand that absolutely horrible logo of hers. However, I think she is a gorgeous recreation of Wonder Woman. Very much looking forward to this. And again, some of these cover A's from Future State with the Future State border and everything are just really sweet covers. I like that this is all hand drawn. Very nice. Very nice. From DC's Black Label, this is Tom King, Batman Catwoman, issue #2. Variant cover B, I believe. Again, Tom King was removed from his Batman series and was replaced by James Tynion IV, who's done a phenomenal job on there. But we were right in the middle of the Batman Catwoman wedding storyline. that Tom King did not get to finish. And the rumors are in this issue, number 2, I have not read it yet, that we get a huge pivotal swerve moment that was supposed to have taken place back in Tom King's Batman run. So I'm very much looking forward to this book. And how awesome is this Catwoman? I mean, you'll see compared to another book I have coming up, this Catwoman is phenomenal. I love the little slits on her shoulders. Slits. And here we have Future State from DC, Catwoman number 1. Another horrible new logo redesign, and in my opinion, a horrible Catwoman design. They added this Blade Runner-esque, as a lot of the Future State is, but that teal to her, I see it and all I think of is Ghost Spider, Spider-Gwen, and that's not a good thing because she's her own thing. She's taken off. Catwoman's been around forever. And to redesign her, adding in some color when, you know, she's only really ever had purple and black, I just feel is a disservice, and I'm not a fan. Now, earlier we spoke about Wonder Woman. Earlier we spoke about Immortal Hulk from Marvel. This is DC Future State, Immortal Wonder Woman. They should have chosen a different word. I understand it's whatever, but there's already an Immortal Hulk. There's already an Immortal She-Hulk. Why would you, as the competitor to Marvel, use Immortal anything? But here it is, Immortal Wonder Woman. I love this cover A. Love her logo. Love all the color. Again, that's more traditional Diana. But still awesome. Still beautiful. The lassos pop. Really cool looking cover. Excited to read this. Continuing with DC's Future State. This is the next Batman, number 2. Cover B, I believe. Cover C. This is an amazing cover. Just an amazing cover. Fantastic artwork. The next Batman, Unmasked. I love this story. I love this cover. I love the new Batman, the next Batman. A lot of people have been giving me a lot of grief all over social media, including YouTube. You can go check the comments yourself over the last 2 weeks of comic book pickups based on the fact that I'm excited about the next Batman, that I'm excited that we're getting somebody different under the Batman cowl, that it's not just rich white Bruce Wayne. It's going to be somebody else. I know who it is already. If you have not read it and you can't tell from the cover of this book, I'm not going to spoil it for you. Perhaps next week we'll talk about it more so, but I love it. I don't care what anybody says. If you enjoy a story, if you enjoy artwork, who cares if they're switching characters? Again, for everybody that wants to hate on me, just because I like this new Batman story where there's a different person under the cowl, you guys can suck it. At the end of the day, I can like what I like. Everybody watching this video that subscribes to the channel leaves me all the cool positive comments, even when we debate. Everybody's free to like whatever they want, and that's the cool thing about comic books, is that it's all fantasy, it's all in your head, it's all imagination. And whether it's Bruce Wayne, a white rich guy under the cowl, whether it's Tim Drake, whether it's this new guy who I will not spoil, but again, show you this badass cover, it does not matter. If the writing and the story is good and the art is sufficient, then you're entertained. And who cares about everything else? Take that crap somewhere else. And of course, with Zach the Ripper Comics, you know when there's a huge book, when there's something I believe in, when it's just really great artwork or speculation, this being both, I go for 2. And when I go for 2, you can go over to the Zach the Ripper Comics eBay store and check out all of the comic books that I have on there over the next 3 days, you will see upwards of 100 new books go on there, including one copy of this amazing DC Future State, The Next Batman, issue number 2. From IDW, this is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Jennika Volume 2, issue number 3, with a really cool cover. I'm a huge fan of Jennika, a huge fan of this whole series so far. Volume 1 and now Volume 2. I think they're doing a really good job at endearing her to the 40-year-long fans of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, while also using her to bring in a female fan base, to bring in a younger fan base, without writing her in a way that insults someone like me or intelligence. So they're doing a fantastic job on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Jennika Volume 2, issue number 3. Pick this up, give it a read. I suggest it. From Marvel Comics, this is the Alien vs. Marvel variant cover, X-Force issue number 16. Again, I love the xenomorphs being incorporated into these covers, but this artwork just does not do it for me. The xenomorphs are way too The xenomorphs are way too 2D. Jesus.
What is wrong?
Again, Dark Horse Comics, they perfected drawing these guys, and they perfected drawing them 30 years ago. Sticking with Marvel Comics, another Alien vs. Marvel variant cover, Black Cat issue number 2. I really dig this one, as we have a Queen Alien with her giving birth gimmick. And then we have Black Cat down here. Not a great Black Cat, but sitting with all of the gimmicks about to open. This one's pretty cool. Black Cat issue number 2. Back to IDW, back to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is the Best of Leonardo. This is a super, super thick, that's what she said, edition. It is a one-shot, as you've seen with the Donatellos and Raphaels. Really cool, simplistic cover, but catches your eye if you're a Leonardo fan, or if you're a Turtles fan, if you're a fan of blue, that's going to catch your eye, and it's not a bad price point. Earlier I showed you the cover A of King in Black issue number 3. This is the Alien vs. Marvel crossover variant cover, where we see Null trying to impale the hell's that called? The xenomorph. And I absolutely love this cover. This one's really cool. The xenomorph looks good. Null looks okay. His sword looks badass, trying to impale him. Very cool. And as always, with an awesome cover, with anything having to do with Null, if it's a speculation book on my part, we are going to grab 2. And when we grab 2, that means that you can head over to the Zack the Ripper Comics eBay comic book store to find it on there for sale. Another Alien vs. Marvel crossover variant cover. This is Avengers issue 41, with, again, one of my absolute favorites that they've done. Huge xenomorph. They should always be huge like that. Going one-on-one with the Black Panther after losing Chadwick in 2020. This is a really badass cover. There's been a resurgence in Black Panther comics after losing him, after he did such an amazing job in the movies. And this is going to catch anybody who's a fan of the movies, anybody who's a fan of Black Panther, or Chadwick himself. This has to catch your eye. You see tons of green and black. That's a nice cover. This next book is Daredevil issue number 25. It's the second printing. I picked this up purely as speculation because I picked this up purely as a speculation book, as it is the first cover appearance as Elektra as Daredevil. I really enjoy the look they gave her. Looks like Daredevil, but at the same time, a feminine version. Really did that. So I picked this up. This is a speculation book that's just going to go inside the collection, go inside the PC, and at some point perhaps this will be revisited when it's maybe hot and worth more than what I paid for it. The final book of the week is from IDW. It's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Cover A, issue number 113. Again, this is written by Kevin Eastman, among some others. This series has been absolutely fantastic. I love the fact that we get a lot of black and white and then just huge splashes of pink. Just a really nice, pretty cover. Can't go wrong with any of the Turtle books. If you're a fanage, if you're a fan of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or a fan of just really good storytelling, then pick up the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue number 13. Any of the covers. I usually go for the cover Bs because they are drawn by Kevin Eastman himself, one of the co-creators of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in the 1980s with Peter Laird. But unfortunately, I was not able to grab that one. Guess who's back? Back again. Guess who's back? Back again. Polar's back, Polar's back, Polar's back, Polar's back, Polar's back. That's right. This is Polar's Winter Edition Ginger Peach. Pounding on Zack the Ripper Comics. Family made since 1882. You know what? Let's do some more. That's good stuff. That's the show, folks. I want to thank everybody on patreon.com/ZackTheRipperComics for supporting this channel and keeping it going. You guys are getting awesome merchandise courtesy of teesprings.com/ZackTheRipperComics in return, like t-shirts, hoodies, backpacks, all kinds of things, including leggings and dog hoodies as a result of backing Zack the Ripper Comics. I want to thank everybody for finding us on Facebook, liking us on Instagram, hitting up that ebay.com/ZackTheRipperComics comic book store for all of your comic book needs. There are still some auctions with a 99-cent starting price point. And last but not least, for liking this video, hitting the thumbs up button, hitting the bell for notifications so you know when we go live, and subscribing to the channel. We are on the road to 3,000 subscribers. I could not have gotten this far without you guys, and we will not go further. We will not get further without your help. So please, like, share, subscribe, all of this. Until next time.